Now easy. Okay. I think everything's good. Yes. I tangle it to wake up a bit. Okay. Alright. We are streaming. Mic is on. We got music and everything. The one thing, I don't remember how long it's been since the last time I streamed. I think it's been like 2 weeks or so. It's been, yeah, about 2 weeks. I don't know exactly. I've been doing, I've been doing a lot of this off stream just because I kind of got burnt out on streaming. But, been doing pretty well on this. The last, like, week, I've been really pushing myself to do this, like, a lot harder. I was doing, like, 6 of these frames a day instead of 3. I was basically just trying to do double. And I did it for like a full week until I finally finished them up. I'm done with the normal cutscenes. We'll look at them here in a second. And then I took yesterday was my day off, and I decided that I needed a day off, so I took it. But I don't want to take too long, so we'll get right back into it here. We're going to do animated cutscenes, but first I'll show these things off. My wrist felt really funny there. Alright, so this is what I've got. In fact, I'll make the background a little darker, so it looks a little normal. So it ended up being 96 frames for the cutscenes. I've already like cropped them. And for the sketches, instead of deleting the sketches, because I have all the words on the bottom, I just cut the words out, so I've still got those. So the words still look rough, but that's something I'm going to do in-game with actual fonts and stuff. Anyway, we start with the, a lot of this we've seen. Start with this screen. I don't know if I have the orange star. I don't remember if I actually drew that. I think I have, yeah, I have star objects in the game, which I can turn orange. Okay, I remember now. It's been so long since I've done the first one. So yeah, you got the meteor coming in. Meteor heading towards water, big splash, beach. Yeah, okay, so we've seen all this stuff before. So our main character going to the high school. I threw in a couple little references in the background. That's a frog from Blaster Master. I'm still like, I think I'm going to play some NES games, which is something I totally forgot about until right now. I wanted to play some NES games and see if there's any other references I could add. I got quite a few references to old games in here, but I just went and added a couple things, but not much. Research, I'm turning off the TV. First time we see Dreyfus. Agreeing with the ship captain. This is when Dreyfus helps him do some research. Go back to class. Boom. There's the Manta Ray Tiki Bar, or Manta Tiki Bar. This is fixing the depth finder. The first guy that gets killed. Yeah, And our first encounter with the alien. I don't remember the last thing I actually streamed. I think it was the we haven't even got to it yet, but it was doing the suit, right? The dive bell. This is the map. Opening the shop, so this is like the last one we did. Building the big diving suit. So after this, we got that one. This is the guys on the boat. The second kill, basically. The alien comes in and crash. This is fixing the compass. I love how I made his arm like super tiny, just kind of sticking out of there. Because I put them too close together. I could have just like backed him away, but it just looked funny and I kept it. It's stupid. This is a reference to Dr. Mario, one of the little viruses. These guys on the Shark Hunter. I had to look up what an actual saltwater platform boat looks like, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of like, basically, Lake's got pontoon boats, then the ocean has this thing, which is just like a big deck boat, but it looks sort of like a speedboat still. Yeah, him showing they're all hunting sharks or whatever, and then there'll be this thing where they're all attacking it, and then it blows them up or whatever. This is the summer bash. We got the girl on the surfing board. In the background, I got lots of references here. I got the manhole covers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Jeep is from Jackal. We've got another Blaster Master reference in the top left, and the actual town itself is like River City Ransom. So 4 references in this one, plus the Jaws reference. You got the guy looking for his dog, and then he actually finds his dog in my version because we're not murdering the dog. And yeah, our tail fin coming up towards the surfer girl. Very Jaws. This is what gets them to come together and build the submarine. So I cut out the whole like montage scene because that one was gonna be animated. I don't know if I'm gonna make it a big screen or I just had to do it separately from these ones because it's not like a single image. But I did do most of it before I realized like it's not really something I was supposed to be doing yet. So I put it off. I had to take it out of this basically. But yeah, and in between this is when they actually finish the submarine. So yeah, there's a big montage scene where all the panels like slide in. And I made those panels, but I didn't draw the pictures for them yet. But then so that happens, and then this scene happens, and then after this one is the one where we get like the full screen with the submarine. I'm still thinking about it. This is when you go to the oil rig and get the large meteorite. This is making the meteorite resonator, which is just an oxygen tank taped to the big meteorite. And this is the whole final scene. The ship at the final level. They're watching the plane overhead. He's looking down on them. He doesn't see the alien, but it was actually right behind him, I guess. It jumps out, and a man notices it, pushes our guy out of the way, and he's got the resonator on him. And then, I end up dying. Aw. And destroys the boat. And then you go into the final battle. There'll be a scene after this one, which is animated. You go into the final battle, and then this will be after you beat the final battle. Him swimming up towards the surface, towards the light, comes out, and he's just like resting on a bit of obscure shipwreck. I don't even know what it was. I just needed some sort of platform, and I figure it looks the same color as the ship. But alien's still alive. It's coming for him, but he sees it coming, and he's gonna fight it off. Stabs it, and then oh, it's not looking good. But bam! Here goes the blade. He's like, yeah! And it's flying off. The alien's back there. I tried to use any pictures of it already drawn anywhere I could, just to make it easier. Yeah, he sees the detonator, grabs the detonator, and then the next scene would be the final scene. So, yeah, I've done everything that isn't animated so far. Oh, man, my neck. Everything's stiff right now. So, just talk about. I ended up buying on Amazon. I didn't know you could do this, but on Amazon you can buy like a calendar. And the cool thing about this calendar is it just starts from the month that you buy it. So I'm like in the middle of the year. So I just figured like, screw it, I'm just going to buy a calendar from, you know, the previous year and just use the last bit of it. But on Amazon you can buy a calendar that starts from your month and it goes like 3 years into the future from the, you know, month to month. So that's pretty cool. It's a very basic calendar, which is all I really wanted. But I put it up on the wall next to my scale, and I've been leaving these little notes for myself. So for example, you've got like calendar, right? Everybody knows what that's like. But I just I've always thought about doing this, but I never done it. I could do this on like a computer, and I've tried that because it seems like, I don't know, something about it being physical just makes it easier to do. Plus, I go over there, I weigh myself, and then I put like what I weigh, which right now I weigh about 240, which for my height is a lot. I'm like 50 pounds overweight. I'm supposed to be around 190 at my height, so I'm trying to. I don't know. I'm doing a little bit of exercise, but mostly I'm just cutting out calorie drinks. I find that's like the best way if I want to lose weight. Just stop drinking calorie drinks and drink water, because that's a lot of calories, right? Any sort of soda tends to be like half my calories or something a day. It's crazy. Last time I cut out soda, I ended up dropping a ton of weight. And now that I usually like, I'd go to work a outage or a construction job and I'd lose a bunch of my weight there, but because while I'm working a construction job, it's very easy to just drink water and to, you know, you're constantly busy, you're sweating a lot because it's like ridiculously hot in a nuclear plant. So I'd like lose a lot of my weight and then I'd gain some more when I was off, and then, you know, it's constantly happening like that. But because I'm not working that kind of job, I need to control it. So this is my plan to do it. So what I've been doing is I'm keeping track of like what my weight is every day, because it's right next to my scale. I can just weigh myself, write it down on the calendar, and then I just write in what I ate that day, so I can kind of diet without. So I'm kind of like of the mind that I don't like actual diets, and I don't like anything that's like a temporary diet. Well, I thought that, but maybe I'm gonna do that. But basically what I'm getting at is anything I do, I want to be realistic. Like, there's no way I'm cutting out, like, yeah, I can go without calorie drinks for a while, but eventually I will want like a full throttle again, an energy drink. So I'm not going to do it permanently, but I at least want to hit 190 again, and that way I can regulate between like 190 and 200. I think that's like a healthy spot to be. As long as I can stay between that, then I'll be happier. But the idea is like anytime that I like eat, there's two ways I do it. Either I eat what I call fat food, which is how I normally eat, which is eating, it's like binge eating. Usually I'll get like 2 or 3 cheeseburgers and eat them all, but I only eat that one meal for the entire day, right? So I don't end up like ballooning that much. I'm not like gaining more weight when I'm at 240. For some reason I stay right at that. But yeah, so I consider if it's fat food, it's like a day that I went to get fast food and I just didn't hold back because fuck it, you know, and I got like pizza and wings or something like that. That's all fat food. Where I got like enough to fill me up. And then I call like slim food, which is just basically going to a fast food place but holding back. So only with the one burger, only like small fries, small drink. So yeah, anytime I get like a much more realistic meal, I'll just note it like that. And anytime I cook for myself, which I think is the best option because it's cheaper and usually healthier when I cook, I'll write that down. So the idea is, because I'm constantly tracking it, I can just like, you know, it just helps me because instead I would be like fat food, fat food, fat food, fat food, right? You know, every day. And I would never do the slim thing. I'd never like hold back on it. And yeah, I would still cook every now and then. But now it's because I'm like tracking it, I'm like, okay, I did fat food once this week, so I need to do more of the slim food and cooking this week, right? And I'm trying to just keep it down to, I will binge sometimes because I like it and it brings me joy to just fucking eat a fuckload of cheeseburgers, right? And this has been working for me. I've been doing it for almost a month now. And I just feel like writing it down every day and tracking it makes a big difference. And then on the other side of that, so that's like food situation. I've also got like what thing that I'm doing that day. It's like progress. So for me, that would be like exercising. If I exercise, I'll write that down. If I do game dev, which is what I'm doing today, I'll write it down. And I like circling these or doing big triangles or something so they're easier to see. And then if I do like a chore, and a chore is not like basic chores, but like something I've been needing to get done, I haven't got done, you know. I don't know, just something that's a little more effort than, I'm not talking like doing the laundry. I'm talking like I need to go out and get something fixed, or I need to, you know, that kind of thing. So something that kind of sucks to do is a drag, but that's a chore. So I try and do at least one of these things each day. But some days I get like, you know, 2 or 3 of them. So that's nice. But the idea is, as long as I'm making some sort of progress each day, except for maybe my one day off, like yesterday I did nothing, except for, I think I did cook yesterday. But that was it. So yeah, I've just been doing this. All in all, it only cost me like, what, $10 for that huge calendar, which is cool. I don't remember how much the calendar was. I'm pretty sure it was pretty cheap. And then a Sharpie and a weight. Just designate a little corner of the room for it and keep track of it. I think that's pretty cool. I've been trying to do that and it's been working out pretty well. Hopefully I can lose some more weight. Yeah. That was my vlog part of this. Full size. Okay, so this is what we're working on now. So now we're using the entire thing. I don't know which one I'm going to do. So my idea, I'm probably just going to do one of these on stream to show what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and my thought process. And then I think I am going to go back to not streaming to do the rest of these because I've just been enjoying it. I think the streaming is really great if you haven't been working for a while to get yourself to just do it again, because all you do is like turn on the stream and then it's like, well, fuck, now I got to do something. And that's enough to get over the hurdle and get back into it, I find. So streaming is great for that, but when it comes to like doing it every day, it does become like a drag. Especially, you know, for me, I stream to nobody most of the times. I don't know. I've just been watching lots of podcasts and stuff. I'm watching Sleepy Cabin Season 2. I don't know. I watched a couple other things. I can't remember anymore. I watched a lot of Vanity Fair stuff, which is pretty interesting. Like their professional reviews or whatever. I thought they were going to be cringy, but actually it's kind of interesting to hear. Because they do a lot of different professions looking at different movies. It was interesting to hear like what the meteorologist has to say, or what the accent person has to say. You know, a lot of topics that I don't really pay attention to. And I don't know. I was enjoying those a lot. I don't remember what else. But a lot of that. So anyway, I figured I'd pick one of these. We'll do it on stream. And then beyond here, I will just finish them all out. And probably I'll get the research stuff too. I totally forgot about it, but I'll do these research screens as well. Oh, I might do one of these on stream. We'll just see. It depends on how I feel. Or I might just finish it all up. Because I was getting kind of sick of putting so many videos on YouTube with this stuff as well. I'd rather just get it done and show it. I still got a couple frames to draw for like the minigame stuff. I don't figure they'll be too hard to do. But then we'll really get back into streaming stuff when I start putting it all in the game and coding it. I think those are much more interesting. And it actually helps me to stream because I'm constantly talking about what I'm doing when it comes to coding. I think it works really well with streaming. Coding does. Like art and animation, not so much. I was surprised how long it took to actually do these. I did not expect it to be this long. I did say somewhere in the beginning it's going to end up taking me about a month, and it did take me about a month. But it's just the fact that it is a brand new image every single time, and you gotta like lay the whole thing out. I don't know, even without the backgrounds drawn, it was still a lot of work. If I was doing backgrounds like I was doing in the beginning, it would have taken even longer. I would have never been able to do 6 frames a day. So that's just something to keep in mind. I really thought this is like the easy way to do cutscenes, right? The easiest way. It's all small, it's all on a black background, it's just single frames, but yeah, cutscene stuff is not simple. It's quite a large part of the game. Alright, so what are we going to end up doing? Look at these. We'll just look at them all real quick, pick one that seems fun. So this is the one where the boat is at the very beginning exiting out of the dock. I had an idea about this, I don't remember what it was. Well, the animated parts on this, I think I'm going to go through these and just kind of rough draft what they do. Okay, so I know that it'll be our guys sitting on the boat leaving from the dock. I'm thinking all these animated images will be a full like background animation. There'll be pretty simple animation like this. It's just boat moving, and then it'll be waves or the wake that'll animate. So I'll do that. I might have something in the background, just like a little reference or something, a little Easter egg. Maybe some character from a game that's kind of like waving goodbye to us or something. I don't know. I'm gonna make it too crazy. And most of these, I might not animate it in Clip Studio. Like when it comes to waves, I might just do like little line artifacts that animate through coding, through programming. So I've just got to kind of like figure all that stuff out right now as I do all these. The next one is when the light touches the meteorite. So I'm just gonna have the hand holding the light, and I might even have that one. And it comes down to where the meteorite is, and then it turns on. So I'll have to animate it turning on and glowing, and that's really all that one will be. I don't even know if I'll have full background for this one, because I don't know, it doesn't really. Maybe I need to rethink the full background thing, right? Because some of these don't really work. I mean, I could do a full background for this, with like the characters in the background all looking. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I think I'll decide when I do this one whether I want to do like a full background or not. Seems like a lot of work when it's really unnecessary. Like, and I think it will look nice having the light bulb on like a black screen that lights up. It kind of simplifies the whole thing. So maybe I won't, maybe I will, maybe I'll just do both. I don't know. This one, okay, this one's kind of a complicated one. We've got the big meteorite in the background, the little like alien inside the meteorite fragment that will, the whole screen is supposed to like push in, and then once it gets to a certain point, the crack happens right across the thing, and then when the crack happens, I'll have the shadow of the alien kind of like swim by, and then it'll reveal the next scene, which is, you know, the thing cracked open and there's nothing in there, so it's like something escaped, right? And there'll be bubbles when it goes by, so just a little extra movement. And then it'll fade out, and that'll be the end of that one. So that's a big one. And that one I might draw like some of the background. This one is after he makes his first kill. I want the fin to slowly disappear in the water. Then go down. And then I want the red mist or whatever to slowly enlarge. This one should be pretty easy to do. I just got to draw like the water. I draw what the red looks like on top of the water. I've got to do something with the fin actually retreating, because I could cheat it. I don't know, I might draw it frame by frame. It'll look better. It's also our first look at part of the monster, right? You see like shadows of them in the previous frames, but this is the first actual like look at it, or look at the fin of it. So we see it's green, we see it's got like multiple, you know. As far as like the red thing, I don't know why I put an R here. As far as the red thing, yeah, I think I'll just make like an object, right? A red misty object, and I'll just grow it through like coding. Increase X scale, Y scale, and just make it get bigger like that. Maybe it'll fade out as well. Very lightly, the image alpha will go from like 1 to 0.8 or something, just so it looks like it's kind of like diluting as well. I could do that. This one is damn, what is this one? This is supposed to be the alien moving towards the ship. I ended up like changing what this looks like, or I removed it entirely. Okay, yeah, this is supposed to be the alien coming in towards the ship. We showed him on like the sensor or whatever, But yeah, I want to do something where we show the guy on the ship like over here, and then alien comes in from off screen and starts getting closer and closer as the screen fades out to show that we're under attack. This is just the scene after the ship gets attacked. That one kind of seems lame. But I could do something with like the lighthouse swoops on and like goes across. Oh, I like that. That's a good idea. Like, think the lighthouse starts coming by and you can't see anything, everything's black. But as the lighthouse swoops by, you see like the devastation as it passes over, and then the screen fades out once it's like lighthouse is pointing this way. I like that idea. It could be days before I actually get to this, so I need to make little notes. Gotta remember that, or I'm gonna forget again. I like that. That's a good idea. It makes it more interesting. Like the light swoops by and reveals it. This is the big explosion for the shark hunters, right? Shark hunter boat. They were all shooting. But this is just supposed to be like, I guess I'll do like their ship just sitting there, and then the explosion happens over top of it. Just a big cloud of electricity and whatever. I don't know. That's just going to be something to do. I don't think it's going to be anything bigger than that. But yeah, just a big neat explosion. This is the submarine. I was thinking with the submarine, I'm just going to have like a light or something over on the side. One of those, like, you know, kind of like alarm style lights that are spinning, which it'll basically be rotating and lighting the scene. And that was the idea I was thinking, because nothing else is going to animate on this scene. So if I'm going to make some sort of animation, it'll be like the light bouncing off of it. And that'll be a lot of work. But I've done that before with another drawing. Not too difficult. Well, I might even make it to where it's just the light that's flashing on and off. Just something to add a little bit of movement. But really, this is just to show what the submarine looks like in the big grand reveal. This is the scene showing them looking off into the sunset or sunrise. It's a sunrise. The real animated part here is just the water. I seen a scene in Jaws, which I just love so much, which showed like what the water looks like when it's got glinting light on it, and I want to do that. So this will mostly just be animated through code, and I'll figure out how to animate this water look and get it to look like what I want. That's the one where the guy is getting ready to fight the final battle. I think I'm just gonna have him like do whatever it takes to charge this harpoon gun, which I guess it's like attaching the air canister, because you're not like cocking it like a shotgun, right? So what's the equivalent? Usually harpoon guns have like big rubber bands. Like, I kind of know how they work on the harpoon part, and you just pull this back onto the trigger, and that is what like activates it. But this is supposed to be a hyper advanced like harpoon gun, because it's a machine gun basically. It's sciencey tech. So yeah, I guess I'll have him like, he'll have the container or whatever in one hand, and he'll just move it down and plug it in, and then lower his hand, so it's showing him getting ready for battle, right? This is the final scene where he presses the button and blows up the alien. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Just him standing there, holding the thing. The alien coming towards him a bit or something. Maybe I'll even animate it going from the previous frame into this one. And then he presses the button, causes another explosion. I might even be able to reuse the old explosion. And then we'll have like maybe chunks hitting the water or something fun. So this scene will go on a little longer because it's when you finally kill it. So it should feel good. And then the very final scene, well, say very final, there's one after this. But this is just him sitting on the water. Again, I'll do the animated water thing like I did in the last one. Sun rising. And I'll just have him like slowly bob up and down. And then over the horizon, the plane is going to slowly appear over the horizon, coming to pick him up. I'll have an animated propeller. Something like that. Pretty simple. And then this last one was just, yeah, a fade in on more of these like eggs. And one of them finally cracks for the finale because that's how horror movie do. Okay, I think I'm gonna end up probably doing like, I don't know, some of them aren't that difficult. So I might be able to do like 1 or 2 of these a day. I'd like to shoot for like 2 a day, but we'll see. Like, it's hard to predict that. Animation tends to take more time, but I mean, a lot of it's pretty simple. This one I'm not really animating anything. I'm just drawing the picture and then I'm moving it using code, right? So there's no like animated image in this, except for maybe the waves, but even that's through code, I think. So it depends. Some of them I might be able to do 2 a day. Some of them I might have to take a whole day to do. The more complicated ones, right? But anyway, let's rename all these. No reason to keep what they have now. Actually, I noticed one of them's missing. Alright, I think 2 of these were like doubles, right? This one and this one's a double. That's -1. This is a double, so that's -2. Alright, so there's actually only 13 of these to do, but there's one that I'm missing. God, I don't know where it is. It was supposed to be in here. Oh, there it is, the montage. Right, so this is what I did of it. So yeah, this is the montage screen. I've already done like the borders for it and figured out how it works. So like this first panel will slide in. It'll be basically, this is just, yeah, this is just the thing on the panel. Why the hell is this 2 and this is 1? That makes no sense. I think this would be 2. I don't know, I'll order these later. But yeah, I'll draw the thing on this and it'll slide in. I'll have to like cut out the back of it. But yeah, that's how this is supposed to work. So the first one slides in, second one slides in, third one slides in, and it slides in the direction that I've shown because it's got to like, some of them don't make sense if they don't slide in the right way. Fourth one, fifth one. So like if the fifth one came too soon, the pipes that I've got, I'd have to like redraw them because like the pipes of the fifth one just kind of cut off. That's why they have to have this certain order so that I didn't have to redraw what these pipe turns look like. That's kind of like how I got my order out of this. That's why 6 it comes over way over here, which is this one. Yeah, 6 comes up because that one kind of works, and I just had to make corrections on it so that I can get the rest of them to come in off of it. And then 7 comes in. 8 has to slide from left to right. 9 will slide down, and then 10 and 11 will come from the left, or from the right to the left. And that's kind of how that's going to work. I've just got to draw each of the pictures now and figure that whole thing out later. I think I'm going to do that. That'll probably be one of the last things I do. It's a lot of drawing. That one will probably take me a full day or two to draw all of these pictures because they're all like little mini pictures. So it'll take a while. There's no way to get around that. I'm just putting it off. It'll be one of the last things I do. Alright, well let's I don't know, which one of these is kind of an interesting thing to do. I was really thinking this one would be interesting because it's kind of got a little bit of everything in it. I think I'll even do like the animated, kind of like the animated water in this one as well. Those little sparks and stuff, sparkles. So this one has a little bit of everything. I think I'll start here. Now I gotta figure out like, how am I actually doing this? Do I just make like little folders? Because yeah, everything I need is going to be like parts in a folder, right? So I kind of need to do that. So in fact, I should combine these as well. Alright, I got to figure out like a sorting system. So 12 and 13 are 1. Organization is half the battle. Well, not really. Organization's like 0.05 the battle, but it's very important. Alright, so now we've got our 13 animated frames to do. We're going to start with 4, just for the stream. Alright, so Let's start with the easy stuff, the background, which I do need the palette for this. I'm going to move a palette down here. This is my watercolor that I've been using. That'll be fine. See, this one feels like it's one that would be better if it's a full-size image, right? Because I'm doing all the water. Otherwise, I'd have to cut the water out. Like I did for some of these scenes. Like, sometimes I'd add the water, but I'd just kind of cut it out. I think I'm gonna draw a full scene for this one. I might just add a vignette to it. But honestly, I could use like a background I've used before too. Make this easier. Use the Plasma C one again, which it works for this one pretty well. Technically he's going out, so that would be in the morning. Sure, why not? Last time I used it, I did use it, but I put it like all the way off to the side. So it's not even like that bad to reuse it again. I just gotta remember where it's at. There we go. That'll save me some time. Oh, there you go. Background time. All right. Let's do the red blood cloud. Honestly, how do I do this? I was thinking I could use I mean, a blood cloud tends to be in like a certain shape, right? So it'd be like this. And slowly grow. I don't know. Alright, I make it like 80% to start with. And then I like fade out the edges. I made a special airbrush tool that's specifically for erasing. Really, it's just my custom airbrush, but I set the brush density to 100. Just makes things a little easier for this, because I've never had to like erase the outsides of things as many times as I have while doing this. Usually you have to go around it twice to get like a full erase line. Alright, softens it up a bit. So the idea is this thing will just start probably somewhere like a little off screen, and it'll grow and expand upwards. And I'm making it big so the quality looks good, but it'll start smaller. And that's really all there is to that, I think. And then we draw the alien itself doing its little dip out of view. Honestly, this one's going really fast. Maybe I can do a couple of them a day. Might be done with this real fast. Okay, so I still think some of these will take a little while. I didn't really do in my head how long it's going to be, but let's just say 2 a day. So it'll take me like 6 days to get through all these. And then for the research stuff, that's like 2 drawings per. But I've already done the big thing, so it's really just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's like another 4 days, so I should be able to. This is my estimate. Should be able to do this. I mean, 4 days and 6 days. Let's just say 2 weeks. Should be able to finish all this cutscene crap in 2 weeks. Plus, that gives me a little extra time if I got a couple days there. Well, for days off, that would I should probably include that. I'll take a day off when I finish them all. Another day off. But anyway, I need like the mini game stuff for the fishing, which is really just, I mean, the character doing the fishing and the UI stuff for it. So that shouldn't be too hard. I can probably do that in a day. So I'm just estimating another 2 weeks, as long as I work on this really well, to finish all this up. We'll see how close I am to getting that right. Alright, so this one definitely needs to be an animation. It's probably not going to take too much to get it underwater, like maybe 8. 8 seems like a lot. I do have one to work off of here. I'm going to make a duplicate of this so I can sketch it. But let's grab the one. I've kept a lot of the stuff that I was using when doing my drawings. Anything that I thought would come up in this next little bit. Like this one. And because we're not going to use them again, you know, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to keep duplicating them. I'll delete this stuff once I'm done with everything. Because who knows when you need something. Anyway, we'll take this out, put it in here. And that'll give us a good idea of what this part will look like. I've got to animate the little lines. So we got that happening. Then I've got to lower it into the water and change the way that it glows as it goes in the water. The whole moving up and down part I'll do in game. So it will move up slowly while it's doing its animation until it finally disappears. And I do need like a frame or two where the waves kind of settle as well. So I don't know, do I just cut this out and lower it into a line? That would be the easiest way to do it. And then do all the other little elements on their own. Oh yeah, and this thing is actually still broke up too, so I can just remove the glow. And heck, I can even remove the line. No, the lines are part of line work. Okay, I gotta fix that. Everything else looks fine. I just gotta cut the lines off of it. It'd be easier to do this on a black background. Okay, yeah, I think this won't be too hard. It's really all the line work stuff, but that's not that difficult either. Alright, I'm gonna make a duplicate of this. So I should probably do it this way, just to get rid of any artifacts that might arise. Right, I think if I just do, let me think about this. If I go here, make a white line, basically like that. Right, okay, this is what I'm thinking. I can even add the glow. Yeah, okay. So, right. Make a copy of this. And then we use selection tool here in this box. And then I select this and do clear outside. Okay, clear inside. Okay. And that's like the first frame of it. And then the wave part I'll figure out later. This will be like one. would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so we did 1, and we did 2, but with 2, we just go not like that, but I deselect this, move it straight down a bit, and I gotta select this again, clear, undo, clear, there we go. I'm getting the process here. I'm confused because of these extra lines. I think this second one actually goes like too far. Okay, that one's over top of that one. This one goes too far. Be about there. I feel like that's going to be too quick of an animation. I'm just thinking, is there a way I could do this through code? I don't think there's a way, because it's got to disappear. It means I just need like way more frames. If I made it move like half at a time, I think that would be best. Alright, so this one should be in between those two. This one should be in between those two. Looks like we got off to the left on this. Alright, if I want like a smooth move from top to bottom, I kind of got to do like this. Until it's all gone. Honestly, I could just copy these now. Yeah, it won't be too hard to do. Put down a bit. Copy it. So it's going to be a lot of frames. But it'll be a smoother look. Right, now I adjust them all. And I did not go low enough, but that's easy enough to fix. There we go. So now we've got several frames that go into that white line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, you get the point. Now I just got to cut that line out where it matters. Okay, there's a vanishing fin. So we went to 8 here. That was not right. We need to go to 11 and then 12, 13 for it to fade off. All right. can see it. That's okay. There's one where there's like a black line here. I don't know how that happened. But I can cover it up with white lines later. I think that's pretty smooth. Smooth enough. Alright, how am I going to do this? Okay, so the little waves just kind of go off. Peace out. Right. So that should be the waves on that part. It's okay. Okay. Be the little white lines. Honestly, it would have looked better if I didn't animate it so much, but it's still fun. Just some lesson to learn, I guess. Oh, and then there's the fade off ones, I guess, which I've already done. So I guess that's fine. That's really it. One thing though is the whole thing needs to be bigger. You will probably start somewhere here. And then it'll move up while fading in. Okay, and then last part would just be like the little sparkle thing, which I need to look at a video and remember how to do it. Well, that's right, I couldn't get the video off my phone. Okay, right, this is what I'm trying to do. If you can see it. So it's the little white spots on the water, and I want to animate them using coding. And then a couple of my frames are going to use this, so once I figure it out, I can just do it for all of them. But it looks like this. I don't know how well you can see that. You kind of get the idea, right? It's like little white sparkles that are on the water, and really they just show up for a frame or two and then vanish. And they just kind of like, there's more of them closer to the horizon and less of them further away from the horizon. But they do, sometimes they look like they go from left to right, like in the direction of the water. So they might show up for like 2 frames, move, and then vanish. And they don't really fade out either. They just kind of like pop in. It's just they're in lots of different random shapes. I don't know the best way to do this. Some sort of particle system, definitely. So it's on the GPU. But I think I just make a couple objects. Various types of lines, right? Let's just do 3. Kind of like that. Right, if I use these 3 and I just change the sizes of them, rotation of them, have them pop in randomly, and do something to where they're more likely to appear closer to the horizon. I think that's really all I need to do to make this sparkle effect. I don't know, this is something I might have to put in game and then rework later, but for now I'm just gonna do these 3 little lines. And we're going to consider the sparkle effect for all these frames done. Alright, so I think that's all I need for this scene. Maybe I'll have a vignette. Let's go ahead and do a vignette. I don't know. I might. Screw it. I'm not going to worry about the vignette yet. We'll see once I do them all, whether I do that or not. Alright, so it's only been an hour and a half. I could definitely do a couple more. But do I want to stream? Let's do this one real quick. This one's easy. I've already got the ship. Actually, that's not even the right picture, I don't think. It might be. It looks pretty big. Oh no, that's it. So I think it's going to start in frame like this. I need to draw our characters on the boat. And then I probably draw like a little dock in the background. Actually, this is supposed to be very much like the Jaws cutscene where you go in a port. So I should probably look at it real quick. Yeah, I want to use this as a reference. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull it in. Well, I don't think I need to do that. Oh, it's a GIF. That's annoying. It doesn't even animate. Oh, there we go. I got a picture here. Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Let's drill the people first. That's the hard part, right? The rest of it's pretty simple. I wonder if I have any images that'll work here from all my drawings I've done. I don't think so. He's supposed to be in his like Hawaii outfit. I really don't have any side ones. I'm sure I did. That's the best one. Yeah, I think this one, I want to have him like leaning on the row. I don't know if he's going to be in his scuba gear or I think he's going to be in his outfit, which I haven't drawn in a while. I always drew it from behind. All right, let's copy this. We still need one that's from the side. Might as well take this one. Alright, so this, I just want his hat, because that's a hard part to draw. Oh, what the hell is going on? You see what I see? This thing's all fucked. There's the hat. Side. I don't know what happened to this picture I had. Maybe I got rid of it. Almost done. I don't know, they're kind of like little aviators. Alright, now I just need the pose. It's going to be a full body image, which is hard. It's got to be from the side. I wonder if I'm better off just taking a picture of this. Like, it's going to be hard to find an image of this at the right angle. Oh, it's so close. Okay, I think that's close enough. I can work the rest out myself. At least it gives me like the hand placement and everything. Proportions. Alright. Damn, I really fucked up. Not that big a deal, but it's kind of annoying. Honestly, I just need to get rid of this part. Oh yeah, I made this auto action. I don't know why I haven't done this till now, but I constantly am making like the masking layer and the overlay and the hard light layer, and I do it so often I just put it on an auto action, so I press a button and it makes it all. Just that little thing that is a smart idea to do. It's really easy to make auto actions once you know how to, basically. This is how this one works, right? Basic setup. So yeah, you create the auto action. You go to create new auto action here. You have to find this window, which I don't know which one it is. It's auto action. There it is. Right. So you create a new one, and then you'll have a new one, and then you just you could use this play button, start to play auto action, or I think you press the record button. Never mind. So when you press the record button, any action you do, it's going to start like keeping a track of it. So as long as you do like all the stuff you want to do that is repeated, right? So in this case, I just created a new raster layer for the bottom one. Create another new raster layer for the next one. I set that one to be clipped, and then I set its blending mode to be overlay. Then I create a new raster layer, set it to clip, set it to be hard light, and that's where it ends. You hit the stop button after you're done recording, and it records all the actions you do. And then when you take that button, which you can drag it from like here and put it on your bar somewhere, you just press that button and it'll run through all those actions. And pretty simple to do, and yeah, really good. Really good idea to do it when you can. That's something I wish I added to. I don't know if I added that to my last Clip Studio Paint tutorial. I don't think I knew exactly how that worked until after that. It's a line here. I don't remember how I made this shirt. All right, I just had the brush tool. Now, where did I even put that? Did I delete it? I hope I didn't delete it. Oh, fuck. I don't think I would have deleted it. I know I would have used it again. Oh fuck. I feel like I did not delete it, but it's gone. It would be very easy to find. I don't know, I might have deleted it. Really dumb. That's disappointing. I don't remember what tool I used before either to make it. It was something like Gem or Bubble. I've still got the image, I think. Is this one leaf pattern? I could just copy and paste, I guess. Only for this one image. Where did that image go? Sure as hell don't see it. Where is it? I don't know. What the hell? There it is. Did this one just fail? It looks weird. I really feel like I did not delete that brush. I've definitely looked everywhere for it though. I know at one point this computer cut off and I had saved it, but I wonder, I don't know how like brushes save. Maybe because I hadn't closed it manually, the brush didn't save. The only thing I can think of, because I'm just certain that I did not delete it. The other thing is that it's just super tiny and I can't see it. It's not in here. I'm gonna guess that I used the gem brush to do it. Oh man, everything's selected too now. Godly. So aggravating. That's all I wanted to do with that. A lot of work for that. I'm gonna keep that in there because I might not. I mean, the leaves they're nice for a pattern, I guess. I don't know where it went before. I'll probably find it one day, long from now, and be like, ah, fuck. But I don't know where it went to. Alright, all that for that. That was just step one. This one should be a lot easier. Alright, so we got the boat part. Kind of, I still gotta edit it. Um, I think I'm just gonna do a white line. From there to there. its own layer. Now it's in the water. Oh, crap, I just noticed. When did that go out? Shit. Did I close that? Ah, fuck. Or maybe it crashed on its own? I don't even remember closing it. Oh no. I'll have to check that later. Oh, how long has it been? This stream might be ruined. I don't know. I'll have to check. Maybe I'll end up editing the video or something and cutting that out. I gotta be really careful I don't show the wrong thing when it comes to this. Okay, so really we just need the dock. I don't know, did I draw the dock by itself? I think I only drew it when you're going down to it. Right there. Yeah, I didn't draw it another time. Do like that. I mean, I could throw Greyfish stuff in the background to give it more in. Thing is, I've already done that. So, I don't have it cut out, I don't think. Ah, do I? No, I don't. I mean, that kind of works. It's just his head's in the way, and I don't have it separated. I feel like I saved that though. God, am I just that fucked up that I couldn't think ahead? Really remember saving that. No, apparently not. think I just remember saving her tool shed because I knew I was going to need it later. Not in here, so guess not. Oh, you know what I could do? I could actually make, if I use the stuff that I have for making stages, right? I can make like a water line and everything that works just like a stage. It'll be like just below this, just below the dock. And then do a sky with clouds moving above. And we'll just say they're like farther down the dock so they don't see anything behind. I don't know. So honestly, I think all I need is the dock and maybe like some of the beginnings of like some terrain in the background. Like distant terrain or something, whatever, just like that. Doesn't need to be any more than that. Alright, let's do this. What does the side of this dock look like? I think it's just like another box right there. Definitely one on the end. And that's really it. Yeah, screw it. I just need the colors from that dock from before. All right. So I just need the waves. How am I gonna do that? Just gonna try this real quick. Did I start on 3? I guess so. That's fucking stupid. Right. Okay, this will work. Okay, so we've got a way for the dock, one for the side of the boat, one for the front of the boat, and then I just need like chop for the engine. Really, I didn't leave enough room for the whole thing. I'm gonna move all these forward. I guess that'll work. I need to think I can combine all these to... No, I can't. Because this one plays when it's not moving. Right, the side one. But when it does start moving, okay, I can combine these two together at least. Right, because these move. But this one's just something that's always happening. I'm gonna have to like resize this screen for this one. Well, seeing as I've done everything, I might as well do the sky too. I don't remember our sky color, but I do have them in here somewhere. Here. Yeah, I'll throw some clouds in there because I've got those from the stages. Maybe some birds too. Easy enough. They're gonna combine all these together. Okay, that's two of them done. I think I could do 2 or 3 a day actually, because that only took 2.5 hours. It feels like a lot. It's aggravating to do. Yeah, probably take me, let's say 2 weeks to do everything. I think that's pretty good. It sucks that the screen went off at some point. I don't know when it happened. I must have closed it because it was closed. Maybe it just crashed or something too. I'll have to look it up and see. Depending on how much is lost, I might just have to download this video and cut it up because that's kind of stupid. But who knows? I don't know. I'm going to put it on YouTube one way or another. But I'm ending this video here. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to do the rest of it probably off stream. Might do one more for the research stuff, but I don't know. I think the next one we'll either be doing like a research one or we'll just be ready to put everything in game. But, yeah, that's it. Later.